Good evening again, and this is for Prose litigants, okay? And today I will give you the most important advices, and that's basically featuring my own situation, because I'm doing my second appeal with Court of Appeals of Virginia. And in my situation, two, not just one, two courts messed up, okay? First advice, okay? You want to call your Court of Appeals almost every other day and ask them if the circuit court transferred the file, okay? And second, once you receive the notification letter from the Court of Appeals, you want to make sure the whole file is intact. That's why you always need to have your own copy for yourself. Now, briefly about my problem here, okay? The circuit court did not want my case to go to the appeal, okay? And that's why they omitted the original hearing notice. They never transferred that document to the Court of Appeals of Virginia, okay? And they transferred that, and you know, I've been waiting, and so I called the Court of Appeals and I said, did the circuit court ever transfer the file? And they said, yes, they did, 20 days ago. And I said, what happened then? And they said, well, we sent this to the wrong email, okay? And this is when I actually sent them a copy, you know, written one, not the digital one, so they could see where they sending this. So basically, they never got that email to me on time, which, you know, typically it takes 40 days for me to do the appeal, writing the brief. And they stole 20 days from me, okay? And then I had to write my read for certiorari and ask them for a time extension motion. But I do not rely on Court of Appeals either. I'm writing my own appeal. But I also, as soon as I got that notification letter, I look and through the whole file and I see what's missing. The hearing notice is missing. That means if my case goes like this, as it is, to the Court of Appeals, they can just dismiss it because there's nothing to talk about, right? That's why the circuit court omitted that document, and I suspect intentionally. So, two most important things. You call the Court of Appeals every other day, because they're not going to give you time of extent. They're going to draw you around, just do motion this, motion that. Yeah, screw that. So call them and see, did the circuit court transfer my record? And second, once they transfer, then you want to go and make sure everything is transferred intact. And if not, you call the Court of Appeals and you ask them how you can file